Excellencies, heads of states and governments, who better than you know that after the COVID pandemic we all faced, the humanitarian and displacement situation in the Igad region has worsened due to prolonged droughts impacting lives and livelihoods. This cannot be forgotten. But also the recent successes, such as the cessation of hostilities agreement in Ethiopia, in which Igad and the African Union and other partners played a constructive role, shows to us how Igad could continue playing a major role on the political stage in the region. In Somalia, the EU remains committed in supporting the federal government in achieving the engaged reforms and its fights against the Shabaab. And I want to express here my gratitude to all troops contributing countries and their continued efforts in maintaining peace. The European Union wants to thank His Excellency the Igad Executive Secretary, Dr. Workney, for his swift initiative on the Senior Mediation Group on Sudan, which brought together three experienced leaders, President Ismail Omar Guelleh, President William Ruto, and President Salva Kiir, to mediate for a prolonged ceasefire in Sudan and a return to stability for a clear civilian transition in the Republic of Sudan.
We must recognize the momentous and positive developments in the peace and security for the Igad region, beginning with the Igad-driven dialogue on the sideline of 39th Extraordinary Assembly of Igad Heads of States and Government held in July 2022 that de-escalates, bring together the brothers and sisters countries, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia and the Republic of Sudan. However, Your Excellencies, the gains we banked from this agreement are now being eroded by the ongoing conflict in the Republic of Sudan, which has resulted in immense suffering, with hundreds of brothers and sisters losing their lives, thousands injured and over 1.4 million displaced since the fighting broke out almost 2 months ago on 15th of April 2023. I commend the swift response of our wise and concerned excellencies, the heads of states and governments of Igad, who convened an emergency summit meeting on 16th of April 2023 within less than 24 hours on onset of hostilities to respond to make an effort to contain the situation. For your consultation, you took the bold steps to establish the high-level committee led by His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan, and included His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic of Djibouti, and His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya. That demonstrates our collective determination to bring about a peace resolution in the Republic of Sudan.
We have taken the decision that the quartet of Kenya, Ethiopia, South Sudan, and Somalia will, in the next 10 days, meet face-to-face with General Burhan and General Dagalo in a face-to-face engagement so that we can speak to them directly on behalf of Igad with a view of stopping the war that is raging in Sudan, ceasing all manner of hostilities, ensuring that we have a commitment from them to stop the war that is going on in Sudan so that we can save the lives of the people, the infrastructure that is being destroyed at the moment, and all the other destruction that is going on in Sudan as number one. Number two, We have also agreed that in the next 2 weeks, we will discuss with the generals on providing a humanitarian corridor so that humanitarian support can be made available to those in need, especially the children, the women, the people who are hurt, and all other people that are currently caught in the middle of the conflict that is going on in Sudan. And number 3, we have also agreed that in the next 3 weeks, we also begin the process of an inclusive national dialogue to get the people of Sudan the opportunity for them to discuss in their diversity the issues of their country. And the generals will also have the opportunity to send representatives so that we can move the whole country forward.
We wish to commend ongoing efforts by the African Union to foster a joined-up approach through the establishment of the expanded mechanism on the Sudan crisis. And with a shared sense of urgency, the United Nations is committed to working collaboratively and in a coordinated manner within this mechanism and any other guidance provided by the outcomes of this summit. Your Excellencies, while the region is witnessing some challenges, we note that there are many positive developments that we should be proud of, and for which Igad has played an instrumental role, including the signing of the Permanent Cessation of Hostilities Agreement in Pretoria by the government of Ethiopia and the TPLF, the conduct of inclusive and peaceful elections in Somalia, and continued support towards South Sudan's efforts to implement the revitalized peace agreement. The Igad region is also leading the way in addressing threats posed by Al-Shabaab, including cooperation on security matters, as discussed during the Frontline States Summit, allowing Somalia, Djibouti, Kenya, and Ethiopia to come up with a common regional security strategy. Direct and constructive engagements among the heads of state in the region merit our full support and our encouragement. The efforts of the Somali security forces, backed by international partners, including ATMIS, to liberate areas from Al-Shabaab is a clear indication of the positive steps taken by the Somali government to improve security in the country.
Your presence here today is a testament to our collective commitment to regional cooperation, peace, and development. As you well know, since its inception by our founding fathers nearly 40 years ago, Igad has served as an indispensable platform to address the numerous challenges we face, ranging from economic disparities and climate change to security threats and regional conflicts. These meetings thus provide us with a unique opportunity to engage in open and constructive dialogue on issues that matter most to our nations and our peoples. Since our last meeting 4 years ago, a lot has changed both in our region and the world, and we bear the responsibility of steering our nations through those challenging times towards development, peace, and stability. Indeed, navigating these challenges requires bold leadership, innovative solutions, and a shared vision that transcends borders and ideologies. It is therefore my hope that over the course of this summit, we will engage in robust and fruitful discussions, leaving no stone unturned in our pursuit of innovative ideas and tangible outcomes.
The Igad Partner Forum believes that Igad remains a crucial actor in addressing challenges in the Horn of Africa region. Italy and Igad Parliament Forum encourage Igad and its member states to proceed with the necessary reform to strengthen its structure, improving resources management as well as the efficiency of division of labor and coordination among member states. Let me conclude by recalling that Italy has never ceased to support the organization for a specific project and for its general functioning. Recently, we have disbursed 300,000 euros to support Igad initiatives related to the Ethiopian peace process. IPF is convinced that today Igad and the cooperation among its member states are even more important than in the past. These are exceptional times. Each leader shall act with vision and courage, thinking of the long term, putting differences and division aside and working together to shape the direction that each country and the region as whole will undertake.
The Sudanese crisis is on such a scale that it does not allow for any division of ranks or procrastination. It calls for swift action. It calls for united action and strong solidarity on our part. I therefore call for total unity between the regional and continental organizations, Igad and African Union. This is the sine qua non condition for the effectiveness of our solidarity with Sudan. It is the imperative for mitigating foreign interference. It is the sine qua non condition for mobilizing our partners and getting them to adhere to this fundamental principle of African solutions to African problems, on which the Sudanese crisis is the prototype. Excellencies, Head of State and Government, the African Union, your union has never, as far as I can remember, worked so energetically for a solution to an African crisis as it has done for Sudan.
The Executive Secretary, Igad.
Summit of Igad, heads of state and government.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we remain in Igad, we cross the Red Sea to Italy.
Excellencies, representatives of Igad partners, members of the diplomatic secretariat, ladies and gentlemen, I observe.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, none than His Excellency.
Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President His Excellency Dr. Hassan Sheikh, a heartfelt welcome to the Malik Akar, Deputy President of the delegation, and all we anticipate further discussion on critical matters. We will graciously exit the meeting. The opening in the Executive Secretary of Igad.
After carefully listening to the able